Good morning, everybody. What a lovely Monday morning. We had a lot of rain yesterday. We're English. We have to talk about the weather at the start of these things, don't we? Hope you had a good weekend. We've had great fun because we're trying to improve the diction of our children over the weekend. So we have to do everything with a smile. So if you see me smiling, you know why. Today we're going to talk about pensions, something that everybody should have, a subject for everyone to get entertained by and everyone to start looking at. We'll all have a pension. Why do we all have a pension? Well, because it's there to provide for our retirement. We have pensions in one way or another. We've done a little bit on state pensions. This is a cursory step, a first tiny step to start down that pension route, because it is very long and complicated depending on how far you want to go. Why do we have pensions? We have pensions to provide an income for our retirement when we want to stop work. And we have pensions because we get fantastic tax breaks with pensions. Now, in the old days, back before April 2015, you would build up this magic pot of money, this pension pot, and when you retired, you had to spend that pot of money to buy a fixed and guaranteed income for the rest of your life. But you'd take this pot of money of £100,000 or thousands of pounds, you'd spend it to buy that regular income, and then when you died, that income would finish. People didn't see that as we started to live longer and we used to value this pot of money beforehand. People didn't see that as a particularly cost-effective way to do it, or something they liked. So April 2015, it came into what's known as pensions freedom. Now it's your choice as to what you want to do with that pot of money. And there are choices as to what you do with that pot of money, as you build it up and as you approach retirement. You can still have a fixed and guaranteed income for the rest of your life, which is the most secure, the safest way to get yourself an income in retirement. But we can just have a pot of money and deal with that pot of money. Now, I'm going to look at the bit before we retire today, and we'll look at the bit afterwards on another occasion. Now, when you're coming to that retirement piece and you're looking at your pension pots, there are two ways that you will notice that people talk to you about getting advice or guidance. They talk about advice or guidance. Guidance is offered by Pension Wise, which is a government run body. They'll give you 45 to 60 minutes for anybody over the age of 50. It is guidance. The government said that with this pension freedom, we must get people to talk and seek advice on pensions because it's complicated and it can be a one-off decision. It can be something more flexible, but you need to know what it is. When you go to advice, it's something that you go to a regulated financial advisor for, who's able to put in writing as to what his advice and recommendations are for you. Advice and guidance. Guidance was promoted because the government pays for 45 to 60 minutes worth of free chats with someone that knows about pensions. Advice, most financial advisors, I certainly will, have a chat with anybody for their first consultation, often an hour or more, depending on how complicated it is. We will bear the cost of that, and you then get regulated advice. Every employer that you work for has to offer you a pension scheme today. If you are earning over £520 a month, £120 a week, 480 every 4 weeks, your employer has to pay 3% of your salary into your pension, and you have to put 5%. Gives you a total contribution of 8% into your pension. You get tax relief on that, whether you're paying 20, 40 or 45%. If you're not working, you can still pay into a pension. You pay in £2,880 a year, and that's topped up by the government to give you £3,600 if you're not working. If you're earning £30,000, just to give you a figure, and you pay 5% of your salary into a pension, then you're paying in £100 a month, and the government is topping it up by £25 a month, a free £25 from the government. The problem is lots of different pots of money. My time is going quickly, so I'll try and summarise. Lots of different pots of money from lots of different employers. Can you trace where that money is? Can you trace where all those pension pots are? That's what you need to start looking at. To put your history and your life together in a pension consultation, to look at all of that together in a consolidation benefit. Is it worth it? What's in it for you? How does that work? That, putting all of that money together, at least in a view, so you know what your retirement is going to be and you can start that retirement planning process. There are ways we can help you find those companies, find those pension pots and put it all together. But don't leave your employer's pension scheme. Okay, that's the way to think and leave at this point. Is we're talking about all of the pension pots that you have left behind, not the one that you're in. We have to consider the one that you're in to make sure that it's value for money, but we'll talk more about how to tie those other pension pots up in the next video. Have a jolly good day. See you later. Bye bye.